I never saw that coming. I never saw that coming. 1 and 2 Mercedes. Amazing. Amazing. Damn, that was a nice espresso. And I need that espresso. I really do. I'm so tired. And I was in two minds of doing this video. We know the Grand Prix is in Mexico. We know the Mexican time is so many hours behind the Europe time. I'm from the UK, by the way. But I knew this coming in. But it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, this week I've been busy trying to get my gaming channel. I've got a gaming channel on Twitch. I stream on Twitch. I stream F1 and I stream Assetto Corsa. That's what all I stream on Twitch, and I will continue to stream on Twitch. I've been with Twitch for nearly 4 years, and I'll continue and I'll never stop streaming. I love it. But that's what I stream on Twitch, F1 and Assetto Corsa. Now, on YouTube, I do my F1 reviews, which I've been doing for 4 years, and I'll continue to do my F1 reviews because I love doing them, because no one's more real than me. There's certain streamers out there, there's a lot of streamers out there that can't say what they want because obviously they're sponsored now. They got big sponsors behind them. Now they're kissing the boss's ass. Not me. It's never going to happen. And even if I do get big, I'm still going to continue to voice my opinion. You'll see if I continue. When I do get big, when that day does happen, you'll see I'll continue to voice my opinion. I'll never change. I'll never change my opinion. I won't kiss ass because someone's sponsoring my video or giving some, like, sponsoring some sport brand video. If some sport brand comes along and says, look, will you sponsor me for this, sponsor me for that? I'll go, sure, I'll do it. But I'm not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to change my attitude when it comes to doing my F1 reviews. Because I've been doing this for 4 years and I've nearly got 1K subscribers. 1K. And I've been doing this for 4 years. Most people would walk away and say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I've been doing it for 2 years. I've only got a few subscribers, but not me. Not me. I come from a different cloth. I am a hard worker and I will continue to work on my YouTube channel and Twitch channel. So on YouTube, I do my F1 reviews, and on Twitch, I stream F1 2021 or 2022, whenever it comes out, and Assetto Corsa. That's basically sim games on Twitch. Now, I'm launching another channel, which is going to be on YouTube, but it's going to be for gaming only. I won't be streaming F1 on my YouTube channel. I won't be streaming Assetto Corsa. I'm going to be streaming Call of Duty and FIFA. It's a new gaming channel. It's called Solo P1 Gaming. All the links will be in the description below, so you can go over to there, subscribe to me on there. If you like Call of Duty, you like FIFA, that's where I'm going to be on YouTube. Solo P1 Gaming. Now, enough of that plug-in now. I'm going to get onto this. Now, we have 5 races left. We have Mexico, Brazil, Qatar, Jeddah, and the last one, Abu Dhabi. Now, Mexico, if you listen to my qualifying review for the USA Grand Prix and you hear my race day review, I said to myself, if Lewis Hamilton does not win Mexico, it is over, in my opinion. It's not looking good for him. Now, I never ever thought that Lewis Hamilton and Bottas would ever get a 1 and 2 here. My pick for this qualifying was Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez. It wasn't Lewis. It wasn't Bottas. Bottas was way down the queue. Bottas was 8th or 10th. I never thought Bottas would even get in, not even top 6. Never. I thought Gasly would beat him here. Lewis, I never thought Lewis was going to get in the front row. Never. My pick for the front row was Perez, and Max Verstappen. I never ever thought that there was going to be a Mercedes 1 and 2. Never. And today, that shocked me. That shocked me. Even before the practice, coming into this weekend, I thought, Red Bull track. This is a Red Bull stronghold. This is the exact words I said on my last video, the USA Grand Prix. This is a Red Bull stronghold. Never in my wildest dreams I would ever have thought I would have saw Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton 1 and 2 in Mexico to start the race for tomorrow. Never. Well, it's today now because it's past midnight. Never. But they did. Now Mercedes, I don't know if they had a secret package hidden, like some whatever that, or there was rumours in the week that they was having a new suspension at the front of the car to help with the corners. That's obviously helped. I saw that on some website, and if they have put that into the car, that's obviously helped. Max Verstappen was 3/10 behind Mercedes. 3/10. Now you can blame it on the incident with Tsunoda. With Tsunoda locking up on the last sector, compromising Perez's lap. But if you look at the times before, Perez weren't up on Mercedes. Mercedes was still up. You had Max Verstappen, he had to stop because Perez was in front of Tsunoda. That compromised his lap. But again, if you look at the times, you go back and watch the qualifying, Mercedes was still up. Mercedes was still up. Bottas and Lewis Hamilton was still up. Now, that's put a spanner in the works. I never thought that they would even come close. Now you got 1 and 2 Mercedes. When you watch the practice yesterday, when I was doing the quali runs, Mercedes, the only time that was ever fast is in that first part of the track when it starts. It's got the longest start track of the season. Obviously Baku's got the longest straight, but when Baku starts, it's halfway to the first corner. But with Mexico, where they start, they've got the longest straight down to the first corner on the calendar, and that's where Mercedes was at the fastest. But around the other corners, they were everywhere, understeer, everywhere. They were nowhere. They got their speed from the first straight. Red Bull made up in the other corners. But today, in this qualifying, even in Q1, there was nowhere. Q1. But as soon as Q2 came, they put the medium tyres on. Mercedes, the car unlocked. This is what Toto said. It unlocked the potential of the car. But was the potential always there? Did Mercedes pull a blinder? Did they pull a rabbit out of a hat, as they say in the UK? Did they? Did they always have the speed? They kept quiet. They probably saw Red Bull in the USA, which they should have won, but they never, because they got beat by strategy and their mistake by giving Bottas that penalty in USA. They shouldn't have done it in the USA. They should have done it here. And still, in my opinion, still should have done it here, because Lewis would have won that race. If Lewis and Bottas was up there 1 and 2 in USA Grand Prix, Mercedes, in my opinion, would have won that race. But obviously, that was 2 weeks ago. This is now. Now we got a Mercedes 1 and 2. And it looks like, the way they're talking, they always had the speed. But now they've unlocked the potential. I'm telling you now, when 2 weeks ago, when Red Bull won the USA Grand Prix, Mercedes must, and the way they were celebrating, the way Christian Horner was talking, it's like he won the Grand Prix already. Even when he come into practice session this weekend on Friday in the practice session, practice 1 and 2, he's standing there with his hands by his side, Christian Horner, and the way he was standing there, the way his body language was, it's like he'd already won it. Now I've got to admit, after the USA Grand Prix, I said on my video, it's going to be hard for Lewis to win this title now. They might not even win the constructors. That's what I said 2 weeks ago, and I admit it. I'm not fake. I'm going to come out and tell you. Of course I am. I'm not fake like a lot of these idiots on Twitter. What just licks Mercedes' ass? No way. I'm a Mercedes fan, but if they're gonna do something wrong, and if I say something, I'll call them out. I said it 2 weeks. I said it 2 weeks ago. I said, look, it's gonna be half a Mercedes to win this title now. And I said at the beginning of this weekend, I think it's gonna be a 1 and 2 Red Bull at qualifying, and I got proved wrong again. I got proved wrong again. I never thought, like I said at the beginning of this video, I never thought I would have ever seen 1 and 2 Mercedes here in Mexico. Never. And it happened. Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Bottas, amazing. That he surprised me the most. Bottas, in the last couple of races, hasn't been there for Mercedes. When I was looking at Bottas, I was thinking to myself, he's got 1 foot out of that team. Why should he bother? Why should he help Mercedes? Why should he help Lewis Hamilton? Why not? I mean, why should he? But he did today. Showed his stuff. And this is why I still think that maybe they should have kept Bottas just another season. But it's happened now. Russell's going to Mercedes and Bottas is going to Alfa Romeo. But today was amazing. That was one of the most greatest qualifying in the last 2 years. And I'm not just saying that. It was the most shocking qualifying anyway. Put it that way. That's probably the words I want to use. It was the most shocking 1 and 2 I've ever seen for the past couple of years. Because that was this track, this qualifying had Red Bull written all over it, 1 and 2. I thought Perez and Verstappen second, front row. I never said he was going to win the race. I just said qualifying. Now, Toto's coming out and saying now that Lewis might not have to take a penalty for the rest of the season. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Toto was coming out and saying, yeah, he might be have to take one. You had rumours, you had the geeks online. There's typical F1 geeks coming out and saying, you know what? Lewis is going to take a penalty. Lewis is going to take a penalty. I said on my video 2 weeks ago, if Lewis does take a penalty, because I never heard it from, I heard it from, there was rumours on in the F1 community. They were saying it on Sky Sports F1 that it's most likely, even Karun saying it, the stupid geek Karun, Paul di Resta 1.0. He's just picking up from what Paul di Resta said a couple of weeks ago. Take out Karun, put Paul di Resta to the same person. They're both the same person, Karun and Paul di Resta. They both lick Red Bull's ass. They will continue to lick Red Bull's ass. At least with Paul di Resta, you know he loves Red Bull. And he's not ashamed of admitting it. But Karun, he was making out that he was on the fence. He was making out that he was actually doing his job as a journalist, not biased. But 2 weeks ago when we saw the video when they was getting interviewed after Red Bull won the race in USA, you saw Karun with his friend from Red Bull doing a little talk, doing a little chat, hugging each other. But when he saw the camera, he moved away from the camera. If you go on my Twitter feed, you'll see it. Go on my Twitter feed 2 weeks ago and you'll see it. At least with Paul di Resta, you know where he stands with Karun. Very crafty. Very crafty. I'd rather someone come out and say, you know what, I like Max Verstappen. If you like Max Verstappen, you like Max Verstappen. Don't make out that you're not biased. Don't make out that you're not sitting on that you're sitting on the fence, and really you're not sitting on the fence. The only fence you're sitting on is Paul di Resta's fence in Monaco, because both of you are the same person, Mr. Karun. You fucking geek. But at the end of the day, the qualifying was I was shocked. I was shocked. The first time in my life in a long time, I was shocked. So we've got the results coming in. So we have got Bottas and Pole. Lewis Hamilton so basically they lock out the front row. And then you've got Max Verstappen in third place. And Max was pissed off. I think he called Perez an idiot. The commentator says, Crofty said, it's not the first time he's called someone an idiot. Yeah. Great role model he is, any Crofty. Great What, Crofty? Why don't you just do your fucking job, yeah? and tell it how it is and say he's a fucking geek, inept, degenerate. Why don't you just come out and do your job instead of soft talking? Why don't you just come out and call him a fucking geek? Max Verstappen, you degenerate for calling someone an idiot. Why don't you just do your fucking job, Crofty? Instead of laughing like some stupid chimpanzee, because that's what you sound like. And why don't you go to the fucking gym and lose that fucking guts? I know that you own a pub and I know you do all that, whatever you do, yeah. Just, you're on TV. You're an Englishman, you're representing this kind of... You're on Sky Sports F1 UK. Do your fucking job, yeah, and lose that guts. And stop talking about food in practice every minute. You're always talking about food. Oh, I like them kebabs I like them tacos in Mexico. I like them kebabs here and there. Do your fucking job. And call it how it is. Max Verstappen is a fucking degenerate. He's a child. Calling his teammate an idiot. And he did call his teammate an idiot. Because he's the one who stopped him from getting his fast lap. He wouldn't have got fast lap anyway. But he's the one who stopped his lap. Again, but it wasn't his fault. It was Shinoda. Another Red Bull geek. So next time, Crafty, come out on the news, come out on the TV and call it how it is. The same way you call Mazepin when you call him Mazepin, you try and take the piss out of Mazepin. Say Mazepin spun, Mazepin spin. Just call Max Verstappen a geek and say, look, he's rude. He shouldn't be talking about drivers that way. Right? He just stop being rude. Just call him out. Say something. Don't just turn around and say, oh yeah, that's not the first time he's called some other driver an idiot. Because he's an inept geek. And I'll never stop saying it. I'll always continue to say I'll never like the guy. The guy's got no manners. He's got no respect for other people. He's just an inept geek. Max Verstappen. And the next time, Crafty, call him out. Do your fucking job. That's where Max Verstappen belongs, on Lewis Hamilton's balls. That's all he's good enough for. To rest on his balls. There you go. But at the end of the day. So, these are the results, the final results there. So now you got your pole sitter, Valtteri Bottas, you got Lewis Hamilton, you got Max Verstappen on Lewis Hamilton's balls. There you go. So, they're the results, and it's going to be an interesting race. So I still look 1 and 2 Mercedes. Yeah, if Mercedes get through the first couple of turns unscathed, we know Bottas is going to do the job. That's if Lewis doesn't take him in the first corner first. If Lewis Hamilton takes Valtteri Bottas in the first corner, yeah, and Bottas can hold second, and obviously the pits are decent, they could win the race, but do not write off Red Bull. Do not write off Red Bull. You got Max Verstappen in 3rd place and you got Perez in 4th place. You cannot write off Red Bull. Don't write off Perez. Perez might be in 4th, but you can't write off Perez. Perez is in his home country of Mexico. Perez is a king in Mexico. People walk down the streets. People look on the buses. You see pictures of Perez. They were saying it on Sky Sports on the F1 day. They say, what's his name? Ted Kravitz. Ted Kravitz said he walked out the tube station, walked down the road, all he saw was Perez everywhere. Perez is a king in Mexico. A king. I think he's the first F1 Mexican driver. First one. And do not write off Perez. The hunger of Perez. You know Perez is on form. You can't write him off. Not at all. So at the end of the day, we've got all them guys there. It's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. Who's going to win? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. And yeah, Mexico, there it is. The Bottas with the pole. I like that layout they got there and there. It's nice that is that map. They got on the track. They got like a dragon on the corner. It looks, you know, Mexico, very colourful country. Very seem to be nice people. I don't know a Mexican, but it looks like a country maybe I'd want to go one day. Actually, I'll definitely go one day. And it looks amazing, Mexico. Lovely weather. They've got the best podium in Formula 1. People say it's Monza. Nah, it's not Monza. Not at all. It's Mexico. Mexico has got the best podium. When you'll see tomorrow, whoever wins that Grand Prix tomorrow, you're going to see that podium. How big it is. Or we've got the music in the background. They've got live band. When one year you had Kimi Räikkönen when he was on the podium. I think he was second or third when he was with Ferrari. He had the live band behind him, dancing and singing lively. It's the best podium in Formula 1 by far. Monza's good, but Mexico's better, in my opinion. And you're going to see all that tomorrow. That's a new addition to the track. That is them colours there. Absolutely amazing. So that's it, man. That's the end of the review. This is me, Solo P1 signing out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's going to be an amazing race tomorrow. Hopefully Max Verstappen, dumbass geek, doesn't hit one of the Mercedes, which you can't really put it past Max Verstappen. Perez, you know, is more of a professional than Max Verstappen. To me, Perez is a better driver than Max Verstappen. Much better driver than Max Verstappen. Because Perez can pass someone without hitting them. That's the difference between Perez and Max Verstappen. Perez can actually pass someone skillfully without hitting them like Max Verstappen. So this is Solo P1 signing out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All the links below on my new gaming channel, YouTube gaming channel, Twitch, and obviously my Twitter and my Discord. All links will be in the description below. This is Solo P1 signing out. I'm going to bed. See you later, guys.